Alright, peep the new thumbnail. Peep the new thumbnail. Alright, and then... Well, I'm currently... It should be live, I think. Yeah, you like it? Oh. Yeah. Give me a second. Alright, did you get it? I'm almost there. Did you get it? Maybe check your Roblox. Oh, no, I'm almost done. Oh my goodness, yo, that was like a good minute. Oh my goodness. Guy named Help. Seek help. Yo, come here. I'm in the rock. I'm in the rock. Yo, get me out of the rock. Yo, get me out of the rock. Oh my. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, bro, I got you. Wait, stand still, wait. You have to stand still, and then no, don't jump into it. Don't jump into it. You have to stand still on the ground. What is wrong with you? Where did you go? What? You don't like it, bro? No, it's okay. It's okay, bro. Can you guys stop posting bullcrap in the Discord? Wait, why is my stream delay so bad? You're looking to change that. How do you change it again? Yo, frick you. Can you also make your Discord volume higher? Please? Yo, pretty pleased with the cherry on top, bro. Yo, genuinely, how did you change stream delay, bro? Please, bro. Yo, I'm new to streaming, bro. And where would that be, my pretty princess? Yeah, I'm not seeing it, bro. Okay, that's ultra low. And then we got, yeah, there's no more latency, bro. It's all been terminated. Ooh, I see latency, I turn it on. Ooh, I see latency, I turn it on. Ooh, nothing? Yeah, frick latency, bro. Game overlay. AI. I don't think it's there. Yeah, maybe like stop talking. Sorry. All right. Ooh, shittings. Oh wait, I just realized. Futa Femboy Yuta is terrible for this. Wait, on the big CK Charlie Kirk, I might have to run like Flame or something. Or Giant. Wait, who do I run? Wait, is a True Saint good? Is True Saint better than Ichigoat? Yo, Autumn, respond to me, bro. Yo, please, bro. Autumn, respond to me, please. Did I get muted? Yo. Yo, Mud. Yo, Autumn. Yo, you actually muted me. Autumn. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. My stream delay is gone. Okay. Okay, so Kenpachi's definitely better than Yuta. Yuta ga dai kirai. Zenbu de. Ooh, whoopsies. Zenbu ga dai kirai. Wait, Loki, what does it look like when I type in chat? Oh, that's what it looks like? Yeah, can you never mute me again, please? The mom wasn't muted. Me fan, zoo zoo zoo, zoo zoo zoo. Yo, thank you, Lumery, for coming in my chat. I appreciate it. V? What does V mean, Lumery? Can you explain that one to me? Thank you, appreciate it. You just typed it again. Lumery, what does V mean? Yo, Lumery, you can't just keep typing letters and hoping I understand what it means. You gotta actually explain what it means, bro. Yeah, I'm actually going insane, bro. I'm actually going insane. I'm actually responding to you. The Mbappe special. I have been learning how to cook. So what's the Mbappe special? For example, nothing? Sorry. I have gotten a lot of yellow cowed. I don't want to... There, bro. There. I'm actually going insane. You're insane. You're in pain. I could tell by what you're saying. I'm not in pain. I'm actually listening to Peak. Yeah, they're doing a bunch of bull crap, bro. Gotta keep it a buck. Some of them are doing. I'm a superhuman. Get it. Yeah, this is cooked, bro. GG's. A little bit less cooked. Just need one good run there. I could use someone though. Could I use Toy Maker? Dark. See, I'm thinking Reaper. But is he good? I don't know. I've heard he's really trash. And then we got... Okay, Puppet, obviously, because it's light. And Elf Mage, obviously, because it's not debuffed. I think we need... Frick, bro. I need stuff. Day needs to restart. I think I have to run tournament. Just with this team. I don't think I'm getting any unbound units. Upgrade cap's terrible though. Maybe I just get a... Do I just go Reaper? I could. Despite of all the flaws, I think I might. Or I can go another... I can go Ice Queen too. But I'm not dying. I'm just not doing enough damage to get far enough. Or I could buff. I could use a buff on... I already do have a buff. Frick me, bro. No, I actually don't know. I'm gonna have to use True Saint or Ichigo. Alright, I think I gotta... Do I have any rolls? 3. Okay, I'm just gonna use it here. Frick me. Get a Z trait real quick. Wow. Hell, bro, I'm beginner. I've evolved mage and evolved cursed student. What is the best gems farm game I can do? Best gems. So, if you're already completed with story mode, the best is actually the very last one, King's Tomb, and it's the M. This is for macroing though. Actually, just in general, because they're all boss units, so there's not many units you have to kill, or enemies. And I think my runs are like a minute. Each one's a minute. Although if you're still beginning, I do recommend running raids for Kenpachi. Definitely getting gems is going to be helpful, but making sure you do all your dailies. So your dailies include maxing out your expedition. Your expedition gives you so much gold, so helpful. And then you also have the mine. So this is what expedition looks like. You have the resource drill, and it gives you these geodes, and every time you open a geode, it's going to give you a reward, and each one's going to be different. So I got equipment locks and I got gems. And then this is the gold mine. It's just over time it gives you gold. This is like gold central or something. That's definitely good for AFKing. You want to make sure you do all your quests every day. So these are your quests, all your daily quests. Your weekly quests restart tomorrow, so that's going to be huge for everyone. And your event quests, these also give crazy amount of rewards. Some of these give gems, but a lot of these give event coins. And by getting event coins, you can buy all this stuff in the shop, and you can even buy gems here. So definitely focus on that. And also, if you're not totally complete with story gives crazy amount of gems, and doing all of the hard mode gives even more. I think all of it's like 40k or something. Tournaments, the rewards give a ton of gems. You have solo tournament, release tournament, duo tournament, and you even have the global tournament, and each of these also give a crazy amount of rewards. So definitely look into that. You can try to get a team too, so you need a team for at least 2 of them, for the duo tournament and for the global tournament. What else gives gems? Making sure you are doing the shop too, because once you max out your expeditions, you can buy all of this stuff with gold. So I have so much gold, and I've also donated a bunch of gold to my guild. Since you're trying to, I'm assuming you're trying to get Megumi with this stuff, I do recommend buying VIP, because VIP does make the banner 10 gems cheaper for every summon. That definitely helps over time. So instead of spending like 500,000 or 5 million gems, whatever it is, you're gonna be spending 4 million, and that's just 1 million less than Tilpity. That helps a lot. And then your milestones give a ton of gems, a ton of rerolls. That's good. And best way to get levels is, unironically, also the King's Tomb M. Gives you a bunch of stuff actually. Definitely that. When you're online, not macroing, you want to be doing these challenges. This top one, it gives you 1,000 gems. Each 30 minutes, it's gonna reset. Gives you trait rerolls and gems. You can also do these. These give a lot of other things. Definitely helpful. You can do 10 of them each day, so that's 30 in all. And making sure you have a duo, or at least a partner. If you're running with a partner, it's so much easier to grind this game. I'm doing most of it solo for now, because my duo's gone, but a duo's always going to be better than one. If you do want help though, I can help you more. I'm just running around trying to figure out what I should do. Definitely though, if you can leave your computer on overnight, there's a thing called Tiny Task. What it does is you can record your movements. So for example, here, I'll just go into a match. You can record using Tiny Task, and the things you want to have on the settings, you want to have auto restart on, auto retry, sorry, and you also want to have auto upgrade on, so that whenever you place a unit, it's just automatically upgrading. So if I do start a Tiny Task here, you can click on prefs, and you can set your recording hotkey. This is whatever you press is going to start recording it, and this is going to play the recording. And what I mean by that is I'm going to press F8, which is my recording, place my free run, place this guy, place my Gother, and I can stop it by pressing F8 again, and now it's recorded. So if I press play, it's going to do whatever my recording did, and it's just going to keep looping. over and over, and it's gonna keep doing that until you stop it. But you do need to have continuous playback. That just makes sure it's always playing instead of stopping after one loop. Definitely helping, definitely helpful. It's the only way you're gonna achieve a level as high as like the top players. That's pretty much all they do, is just macro all day. You're eventually going to be looking for rerolls. So rerolls are, yeah, it's really nice. Macroing is allowed in this game, like most games. Rerolls, the challenge again. A lot of the shops, they're going to restock every day, but one of the best ways is index right here. So through each new character you unlock, including the shinies count as their own variant. You're gonna get a bunch of rerolls and even gems on top. And it's not just units, so it's not just rolling. You can do an enemy, and you can even see where it's from. So this one's from Flower Forest, and then when you kill it, it has a 10% chance of being indexed. So there's elites, bosses. I have most of them, and there's a few right here. Fairy King Forest, there's a 20% chance. So I have to keep running this stage until I index it. And there's even some for equipment. This is, ooh, yeah, equipment. So through the M stages, you're gonna find equipment like this, M stage, and there's an M stage on every map. And it'll drop for a specific unit. For example, I have an equipment, it's Boulder, and its unit required unit is Lady Giant. So for Lady Giant, where is she? Right here. She's gonna have the Boulder on her, and you can just equip that on her, and it's specifically for her. So it's like the best equipment you can put on them, and it's the only equipment piece you can put in that specific slot. But you can also place 2 more on top of them. For example, I have the Shinigami sword. I can place the, oh wow, you actually gotta go to equipment. Shinigami sword, I can also place this with the Lady Giant in this slot by pressing select, and then by going over to units, we can actually see it is on her right now. So equipments are very nice for getting a little bit of extra stat boost for sure. I recommend, if you do want a duo, or if you do want to play this game, you want to get into tourneys, you can join our Discord if you want. You don't have to, of course. There's just other people looking for duos and stuff and that. I'm actually like in a trio. This one, yeah. So people are just asking for different things. Yeah, anyone looking for a duo tourney partner, I can send it to you if you want me to. I can just put it in chat if you want me to. You don't have to click on it. It's not forced, but there are people in there. They are looking for partners, and we are going to be posting videos about this stuff if you do need extra help, but hopefully that works for you. If you're not completely done, I can help you. I'm not currently doing anything right now, so there's that. What else is there? Expeditions. If you don't have anything to do, I always say run expeditions if it's not maxed, just because there's so much AFKable stuff in there. You don't even have to be on the game for expeditions to be, or for exhibitions to pay off, because you can upgrade your buildings, and each fuel you use will just give you that much more. That's pretty much the whole game, to be honest. There are like packs you can buy from the store. That's like more pay to win stuff. I don't really buy this stuff, but you can. The best thing is honestly VIP, in my opinion. You do have all these other packs that have trait crystals and stuff. Not too many gems. This one has 5,000, but again, it's coming out of your pocket instead of just purely grinding. There's also a bunch of codes. I forgot to mention those. If you don't have codes, if you haven't redeemed them, you can just redeem them up here. You press the 3 dots and then redeem codes. and then I actually just searched them up. So you can do anime exhibition. Oh wait, what is it called? Am I tripping? Expedition. Anime expedition codes, and you have a ton of them right here. Does this actually work? Okay. Well, anyways, yeah. These are just a bunch of codes you can use. Anyways, definitely those, and then profile. Just logging in every day, calendar. Oh, right. There's also these achievements. So by doing like these niche little tasks, you can get a bunch of gems, a bunch of trait crystals. One of them is own 45 different units, and that kind of comes with index too. But there's also these other niche ones. It'll show you when you have to claim them and stuff, so you'll just claim them over time. Don't worry about it too much, but definitely something to collect and go for. Battle pass, that's true. You can buy the premium battle pass. This is, in my opinion, either the best or second best after VIP. It gives like double the rewards, if not triple. Actually, yeah, triple. Yeah, but as you progress more in the game, you're gonna reach max level. For example, level 49, you're gonna get 90 trait crystals, and you're also gonna get 2,100 gems, which is huge for one level. And again, battle pass, you're gonna wanna either do things you actually have to. Hold up, I just hit the jackpot. I redeemed the codes. Can you show me the best way to grind expedition? I was one time there and I lose. Yeah, of course. So you either want to go here or the expedition area. And in my opinion, difficulty 3 is the best, but there's actually a specific team you want to run. Oh, wait, green shorty. Oh my goodness. Up this late. So you can only place one of each unit. So for running farms, ramen guy, and then the rest of your best units. So these are mine, except for Kampachi, which is this guy, the raid unit. This guy's gonna be the best for AoE and stuff. He's good. Running this team is good. Using anything that's good is good. That makes sense. But using ramen guy as your farm is gonna be the best, and I will actually run one for you. You go here, and then you can go to this what am I talking about, bro? Expedition. All right. So you're gonna need wood first. So the first one is school grounds. It's gonna be wood, and as you go higher in difficulty, it's the more wood you're gonna get, or the more resources overall. The second one is flower forest. It's lush dirt. You're gonna need that to upgrade stuff from level 1 to 2. And then Rose Kingdom, aqua shards. You don't need many aqua shards. You only need like 50, and you're only gonna need probably one run in difficulty 3. I think that's how much I needed. So difficulty 3, select stage. Definitely run it solo, in my opinion. I have a macro for this. I'm actually going to teach you how to macro and also how to run it yourself. So I'm going to do one run through first, just no macro. In my opinion, placing down a farm first, always the best. You're going to have 3 units here. You can buy these for a certain amount of yen. Definitely good, but when you're macroing, you can't. And then this is the ramen guy shop. He's gonna have a different things, and because these units don't actually have traits when you go into an expedition, you can buy traits here, and they're not permanent. Like, they don't go out of the expedition area, but they are permanent in here, or they do work in here. Anvils give you a random stat, and then the repair hammer repairs 1,000 of the payload's health. And most of the units actually go in the back, so you want to just place stuff in the back. Let me join if you're gonna do one. Oh shoot. Alright. Let me go back for green shorty. Yeah, so exhibitions are definitely worth it. DJ Sam. Alright. Max difficulty, select stage, and then I'm gonna invite green shorty here. Okay. So when you're running it with someone else, it's slightly different. It's pretty much the same concept, but you're gonna only have 13 max units you can place. So still place your farm first. Now he's joined. When you're running it with someone, you wanna, there's a little bit of etiquette. You wanna make sure they like collect their stuff, but we're just gonna run it. Okay, so you do wanna upgrade your farms, but you also wanna have enough money to place units. And specifically in the back, because most units come through the back. So in my condition, I'm gonna be placing puppet in the back, and I'm just looking to spam units in the back. Make sure you have at least one in the front because they do come in the front, but overall most in the back. Upgrade your farm. Honestly, you can auto upgrade by coming into unit manager and just auto upgrading, and eventually these units are just gonna come after your ship. The most efficient way to run this is before running, you want to press this expedition map, and it's going to show you all of the ways that you can run. So if you're looking for wood, you can see this wood right here. There's 7. You can actually change your route to go down, and there's more wood up here, so you can click that. But there's lines, so you can't, for example, go up here because you're already here and you don't want to move backwards. So you're only able to move forward. For example, I can change it here, but I can't change it here because there's no line pointing there. And you just want to maximize your wood for the first few runs before you macro. So Forbidden Teacher, there's actually 2 of them. The other one is like, it's also a legendary. I only know him by his actual name, but he's a legendary and he buffs physical. There's actually 3 types of units in this game. There's physical, magical, and psychic. Psychic, physical, and magical. This teacher buffs magical. Yeah, the hero. Thank you. Yeah, so I currently run a team where magical is better buffed, so I run her. You also want to make sure that her range is maxed. So I run Pirate Slingshot, which is the best equipment piece for a range, and then Elf Suitcase because it also gives range. I was too lazy to find another one. But, oh wow, there's no magical units. Yeah, you're gonna see in a bit. It's gonna change paths right here, actually. Wait, is this it? Yeah, it's gonna be right here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So these shields are, you do a little mini game. You're gonna have, it's pretty much just the normal thing. It kind of like automatically places it for you, which is kind of a little bit weird, but it is what it is. It's gonna just run you through a little game. You can place units in here. You can place them on the ship still, but you do want to make sure your farm is maxed. And then once your farm is maxed, even if your farm isn't maxed, you can still upgrade your units if you're having trouble. There is one thing though. If you are running, I know there's a Utah challenge. It's for the Utah skin. It's gotten a little bit better since release. It's a little bit easier. It's best to run solo, but you cannot run a farm in it. So it's harder in that regard. You need to maximize your gold other ways. But after this, it's going to take you back to the payload, and you're just going to continue your journey. Also, these are different buffs you can get. So for instance, this might be my best right here because I don't have any buffs down. I sold it. You're just gonna keep running, and then you're eventually gonna get to another area. This is gonna look like a coin. You can buy units, you can buy more things. The anvil is gonna give you a random stat boost. For example, SPA is speed per attack. So for example, this one is 4.9 seconds, which means every 4.9 seconds she's gonna do that much damage. And by buffing SPA, you're going to just make that time a little bit shorter. You can buff damage, and I'm pretty sure you can also buff range. And there's a few other traits, but I forgot. That's from the anvil. And then the boss wave. The boss wave is probably the hardest out of all of these waves. It gives the most, 8, and this only gives 5 and 7. I guess this is 12 together, but in the end game, this gives the most. When I play, I can't put Elf Mage in farm. So you're doing the Utah challenge. So for the Utah challenge, you cannot place Elf Mage, and you cannot place a farm. But during the regular expeditions, you can place both of them. The Utah challenge is harder because you cannot place Elf Mage or farms, though. That is true. I can show you the team that I soloed with if you want me to. Actually, it's this exact team that I'm using, besides the farm. I actually used Kenpachi, the raid unit, the raid secret. But I used Utah, Puppet, which is someone, I forgot. I didn't have, actually I still don't have Megumi. I didn't use Elf Mage, instead I used Kenpachi, and then I also used Inumaki, which is this guy, with a buff. I think I had the magical unit buff, which is the teacher. I deleted her though. Actually no, I had the physical buff, because I had Kenpachi and I also had Utah. Sorry about that. Puppet is Gother? Yeah, Puppet is Gother. Yeah, I'm low-key a LARP, bro. I haven't watched half these animes. Alright, and then you get around the end. The sword is just going to be units coming at you towards your payload. Again, most of them are coming from the front. There's going to be like 1 or 2 from the... from the back. There's going to be like 1 or 2 from the front. When you upgrade your stat tree, you're going to unlock a turret, you're going to unlock more money, you're going to unlock more damage. But the turret also helps deal with the front. Not too much, it's only doing 116. But definitely the traits in the back is better, especially for the boss. I'm actually going to show you the boss, and then I'm going to show you how to macro it. Because macroing is definitely the best way to do this. Again, it's Tiny Task. Tiny Task is the GOAT. Actually, yeah. Okay, so this is the boss wave. This one's pretty easy because it's only the first one. And also DJ Sam, who is Green Shorty, he's the GOAT. So I'm probably going to beat this pretty easily. You're always going to want to slow, not necessarily an expedition, and you're also going to want a rewind unit. So Megumi and Puppet are the only rewind units. See how we got 8 cursed wood. Yeah, gives a bunch. And then as you go farther, the more rewards you get. Make sure to always change your path. More wood. Actually, both give the same amount. I'm going to dip after. I'm sorry, I'm going to dip. We can run more later. And then we have the macro. This one's not too bad. You just have to know how to do it. So again, you're gonna want auto retry on. Oops. Retry. And then auto upgrade is gonna be the most important. Auto upgrade placed units. And you don't want to actually move, so you're gonna want to do teleport to spawn. And what I do is just like straight up, and try to get my camera as far up as possible so that you can just reuse your macro. Again, for prefs, this is just gonna show you ball right. I'm here now. What's up? All right, and then your playback hotkey is gonna be your F12 in my. So I'm gonna press F8 to record. F8, and then place your farm first in the middle. In my opinion, place most of your units in the back, and you're gonna have one in the front, and then you're gonna want to click the top left of your continue, and then just continue. You can give it a few more taps in the right corner. That's what I do. And F8 one more time to finish the recording. And now you can just go to, since it's on F12. Honestly, I just press play because F12 is kind of weird sometimes. So after play, it's gonna do those exact things. Lumery, please, for the love of God, do not use the generated thumbnail. It's horrifying to look at. Yo, chill, bro. You don't like the thumbnail right now? It's a bottle. Bro, bottle's tough, bro. So this is gonna just keep running. I'm actually gonna quit the recording because I'm gonna save it as your name, bro. All right, I'm just gonna prove that it works. The one you send from the Discord. Yo, chill. All right, so we are going to, I just want to prove that it works to you. No cap in this chat. All right, sorry. All right, so I'll run through it one more time, but this time I'm just gonna let the macro run. My hands are gonna be off. Difficulty, select stage, start. My auto upgrade's already on. My auto retry's already on. And we already spawn in the spawn, so we're already chilling. We can just look straight up, zoom out all the way, play the macro. Okay, I actually don't know how this happens. It's like literally only this game. The file like corrupts sometimes or something like that. So you gotta re-record it sometimes. And when you wake up sometimes, it'll just die and you'll just wake up at spawn. I don't know why it does that. It's so annoying. So we're gonna re-record this. Sorry about that. Ramen guy in the middle. And you're gonna wanna just place your units. Top right corner, continue, a little bit of extra luck, click it again. And I already pressed F8, so we're just gonna restart. Okay, so play. Just gonna run through everything that I just did to a T. Press continue, a few left taps, and then it's gonna keep running through the recording. I can let it run through if you want me to. And this is, in my opinion, the best way to get wood. Simply because you just don't have to play. And this is so tedious. It's low-key annoying. And you're just gonna keep placing units. You don't have to click anything. That's all you have to click. Just make sure auto upgrades on and it'll upgrade everything for you. Running this with someone is actually the best. I've seen the best results off of actually doing it with someone else. Except only one person has to press continue. So I did it with Smug. He's my one of my trios. One of the people in my trio. We got 1,000 wood in like 7 hours, I think. It was really fast. 1,000 wood's maxed. So I think that's good enough proof. That's where you want to click. If you do need me to run it back, I can. And again, you can save it. I'm just gonna save it again. Just make sure you're running Ramen Guy instead of the Stone Alchemist, and you're also running your best units. You don't have to run your best traits, just run the best units you can. Then once you're done, you're gonna have a bunch of wood. I can teach you the upgrade order you want to do too. Okay, so the best order you can do, if you're desperate for any of this stuff, you still want to get the gold mine first. The gold mine literally gives you so much gold, and you need gold to upgrade everything here. And then you can get whatever you want. You can get the armory. I do recommend actually upgrading it twice and then get whatever you want. The second thing you should look for is the resource drill. It's not necessary like the gold mine is, but it does give you these geodes, and then each geode again, it'll give you different rewards. I just got a trait crystal. It's really good. Training grounds is good. It's not necessary. What it does is over time it'll upgrade your worthiness of a trait, of a unit, sorry, and it'll also upgrade the level. And what worthiness does is when you use rerolls on it, not trait rerolls, but just regular rerolls, see the stats on them, there's a 0% chance of anything under an A. So I'm gonna actually show you what that looks like. But your expedition center, definitely, because you need to upgrade your expedition center to upgrade literally everything else. Your shop is gonna have this stuff, and by upgrading it to level 2, everything's gonna be cheaper. For example, I could buy a crap ton of gems here. I just wasted all my coins, but it's okay. Your research lab is gonna be your upgrade tree. I have mine currently maxed. Each of these buffs are gonna help you through your expedition, except these. These are gonna provide you more resources through the resource drill, and I think one helps the gold mine. No, it doesn't. This one actually increases your luck when you're rolling at the armory. Your armory is very important. Reroll equipment. For example, if I'm rolling on this, oh, I don't have anything. Well, if I did have them, I can reroll these, and you can get better traits from them and stuff just by rolling. Rainbow is the best, and let me show you what this looks like. So I just did my training ground on this unit. Yes, this unit. So worthiness 400%. Each one you do, nothing below A, and it's only going to use 100%. So I just got an S. I might as well keep that. The best thing that I do actually, here, let me show you. You get an SS trait, and then I just stat transfer it immediately. When you stat transfer, it transfers whatever trait you want. For example, I'm gonna do SPA. It gets rid of all of the things as following: trait level and stat potential. But what it doesn't do is the stat potential. Or not stat potential. Where is it? There it is. Your worthiness. So this is the trait I just got off. It still has his worthiness, and I can roll one more time on everything. Didn't get anything that time, but it is what it is. That's about it. Might as well just go roll a Megami real quick. Alright, never mind. That would have been aura. I think that's it for the game, honestly. Doing your raids. I think raids give you a good amount of stuff. If you're looking for like the best thing for armory, it is the Shinigami sword in my opinion. You can do raids for these. I'm pretty sure you can also craft it. These give you coins and gems, and Reaper is one of the units, and the other unit is Kenpachi, which is 8th sword. So raids is definitely second to expedition, but you also get the shop, and this is the currency for raids. And like, yeah, it'll restock in every week, so you can just buy all this stuff every week. If you run enough raids, you can get enough currency for that. And challenges, I think I already showed you that, but yeah. I think that's all. I think that's the entire game, to be honest. If you're cooked and you don't know what else to run, there's stars. I haven't even done all my stars. Each star is going to give you a reroll, so once you're completely endgame and you don't have all the stars, you can do that. It's a lot of rerolls, to be honest. How you get each star is through a task. For example, win with no farm placed, so you'd have to win that with no farm placed. I recommend doing all 3 or all 2, whatever you have left, at the same time. So I would play this without using a farm and spending less than 50k yen. Also, it's just win the stage for all of them. So my solo tournament, no, it's trash. I haven't done any fire. I don't have any fire. No. Do I need Unbound Megami? Rip. My solo tournament. Wow. I genuinely don't even know. Kieran, yeah. Wow. Such a slot, bro. For me? Or like... I'm like 1 day away from getting Megami. Yeah, I'm 700 rerolls, or 700 rolls away. Yeah, except mine's gonna be shiny. No, ours is gonna be shiny, bro. I mean, I roll shiny automatically, so it's more like you have to get it. You have to try to get it, but I'm already gonna get it, so just for you, I'll pray for you, but I don't need the prayer. Frick you. What am I listening to? I thought I was listening to Pokemon. Hello? Yeah, I need to find another one. That was Lucky Peak, though. Kawaii Mix. Yo, what? Have I played this before? I must have auto-played it. Or listening to this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're keeping this on. No, we're not keeping this on. No, I can't. I can't listen to this, bro. You got Puppet? Ooh, Puppet is the best mythic in my opinion. So, Puppet's best trait is Unbound. And actually, yeah, let me show you her thing. So her best is Shinigami Sword and Bamboo Bottle. Bamboo Bottle is gonna decrease her bamboo or her ability passive or ability passively. And Shinigami Sword, the more units in the range, the more damage it's gonna do. But it also just gives straight damage and crit chance, so it's gonna be the best DPS. And Calamity Eye, that's just her own thing. Definitely the best unit in the game for Mythic. Thought you were talking to me. Yeah, I can't wait for everything to reset tomorrow. Oh yeah, try to complete all of your weekly stuff. So that board that I just showed you, complete that. Your weekly challenges, complete that. All your shops, your weekly shops are gonna... How do you get a lot of equipment? So you can actually go here to the armory and forge equipment. And you can literally just forge anything you want. So all this stuff is forgeable. You can even forge the other stuff that are like units, specialties. For example, this one's for Reaper. I could just forge 3 of them right now if I wanted to. But it does cost sprites and equipment scrap. Equipment scrap you just get overnight while you're macroing, if you are going to macro. If you want to do it all manually, you don't want to macro at all, you still have to do expeditions for all that other stuff. But through the story and you go to M, you can also do this. All that good stuff, stuffity stuff. You can also go to where am I going, bro? It's not to expeditions. Go to expeditions. Think shop has... Nah, I'm tripping balls, bro. That's lucky it. You just gotta craft them. And you can scrap your own things. So for example, if you're doing the M stages, if you're macroing them, if you're doing the Elven stage and you're doing the M because that's the fastest way to get gems, you can scrap these materials and you're gonna get sprite and equipment scrap. So that is a way you can do it. And those gray sprites that you just saw, that I just got, can be crafted into other things. For example, I just press quick craft here, and these gray sprites will immediately turn into their given color. So for example, green, and now I have enough to make the Elven Battle Staff, but I'm not because frick that. I already have like 5 of them. It's good for if you have too much stuff, but it's not good to farm if you are farming for that. Also, I can help you guys with tournament properties and stuff. For example, I don't technically have the best team for any of them unless it's dark and light. Actually, I don't even have the best for that, but light is best unit is gonna be Puppet, which is Gother. Best dark is gonna be, well, technically it's the secret from Banner. I'm tripping, bro. Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. Mr. Jujutsu. And then it's gonna be Yuta. And then for wind it's gonna be Freerin, Elf Mage. She's gonna be one of the only Storm. And for Gale, just give up. Like genuinely. Water, the same thing. Can you carry me in dual tournament? I think I might be able to, because my duo's like gone. Neutral's never gonna be buffed or debuffed, I'm pretty sure. So Kenpachi, there's a few others, but he is gonna always be viable if you don't have a unit. So definitely think about that. Water's useless. Fire, you're gonna want Hollow, and you're also gonna want Flame Emperor, which is Sabo. So they kind of buff each other. You kind of need both of them. What I've seen is Sabo he has Unbound. Even though he's a 5 placement, since he can put a flame wall up and it's permanent, he can just like one tap through so many waves, and it's just gonna speed up your run so much. That's if your timer runs out, which means you're not dying, you're just running out of time. Definitely use Sabo Unbound. It's also good for upgrade caps. For example, my tournament only has 26 possible upgrades. Yeah. So I can only upgrade a unit, or I can only upgrade my units 26 times, which means you want to save as many as possible, which means getting unbound, because by getting unbound you can only place one, and it buffs the damage by like 350. So technically their best traits are demonic, but for tournaments you want unbound on these two. Honorable mention, Crimson, which is Choso, he's a good dark. Oh, also Terra, you want Lady Giant. She's pretty much the only Terra. And for every tournament, you want to be running Stone Alchemist. No exceptions. Even if you have a level cap, you can just sell them after. Also, by placing a unit, it doesn't remove a level cap. You're just placing a unit. It doesn't count as anything. Duo tournaments are a little bit different. You have to run them way different, actually. You have to have one buff each. You want to slow on one person. Honestly, maybe a freeze for one person, slow for one person. And then you want to rewind for both people, which is going to be Gother or Megumi. Megumi is probably the best, but have both. Why not? A farm, and then your DPS units mostly are going to be unbound units, unless you're using a unit with more than 4 placement, which means you want their given trait, which is going to be, for example, Primordial on Yuta is technically the best, but Draconic is going to be best for fire units and bleed units. Doflamingo, which is the string guy, he's good. Is my build okay for duo tournament? See, I'm not even sure if I can... Ooh, shit. I'm not sure what tournament I have. I have to talk to my duo first, because I did technically tell him that we're duoing, but it does end in 3 days, so he better hop on. I will get back to you in... How about 2 days? Just keep grinding for it. If not, I'm sure someone in the Discord will find you for sure. How many people are in there? I haven't really checked. Monkey D. Luffy. It's probably from someone's stream. We're trying to grow our Discord just to build a community. You don't have Discord? I'll be streaming, so you can just chat to me there. That's fine. People ask questions in here. Actually, I'm gonna make a questions channel right now. Questions. I'll change that later. You guys can ask questions in there. Anything you guys want, or you can just talk to people in the general. If you're trying to find a team, to go ahead and do that too. I'm pretty sure people are just using the general for that. I will be working on the Discord a little bit more. It's just for finding a duo, finding out different things you need. If you want help building a team, we got you. Someone in the Discord might be able to get you. Yeah, hopefully that Discord runs well. Tournaments are very important, so try to find a duo for that. Or just run the solo and release tournament at least. Definitely good. Expedition's definitely also good. Not much else I can say. I'm actually gonna run one tournament right now. See how it goes. So for mine, I actually have light buffed and water. No water units, so just give up on that. But I do have a light unit, so I will be running that. Right. Okay, actually, I'm gonna run this first. A little bit of trait rerolls. I need something on Kenpachi before I run it. Green Shorty, I would recommend trying to find a duo first. But if you can't and I can't, then we can duo. Because you just want to make sure your synergy is good with someone. Or at least your team. And use me as a last resort. Because I might not be open. Might be taken, bro. Oh, my upgrade's on. Oh, yeah. Also, you don't want your auto upgrade on all the time. It's not optimal for a lot of things. For example, just running this, it's not optimal at all. This is just a challenge, though. It shouldn't be too rough. The weekly challenge is going to be the hardest, and your daily challenge. Although you did say you... Did you say you had Unbound? I forgot. You're a beginner. Oh, you had Evolved. Yeah. So evolved units are going to help a lot through this. Definitely. Just make sure you have the traits. Traits are very important in this game. And the little buffs like equipment. All important. I might be streaming tomorrow. I know I'm hitting the gym. Might stream at like 2 Western time, 2 p.m. Maybe a tiny bit later, if that. Should be good to go tomorrow, yeah. So if you do have any more questions, I can help you. Yep. That's about it for me. There's little tips too. For example, Salmon Sorcerer, he only slows every 5 seconds, so having his SP at 5 seconds is technically perfect. Although, I guess if you're going for damage on him, you want it higher, but yeah, if you're going for the slow, which you should be, definitely have him on 5 seconds. I used to have him at like 3.9 seconds. I guess technically that's okay. If you can get it to 2.5, technically that'd be better because it'd get an extra hit in and then slow again. I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible, so don't worry about that too much. Just try to get it to 5. Roll one more time. Thank you for the Megumi. Frick. Okay. W or a loss. Oh, right. I'm rolling Kenpachi. Optics. Okay. That's probably worse. Okay, actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do the release tournament. So, Flame and Storm. Wait, hold on. Slight buffed. Oh, wow. Light is heavily debuffed. Actually, I think I'm going to still run this team. Okay. I think my main DPS is gonna be Utah and Freerin, so I'm gonna this on him. Hello? Oh, this one. Okay. And then Freerin's magical, so I'm gonna be buffing magic because Freerin's my main DPS. And I think I'm running Sushi Guy actually. Ramen Guy, sorry. Am I tripping? I think I'm running Ramen Guy. I am, okay. Definitely don't run him. I think tonight I'm going to be macroing the last stage of the story mode, the M stage. That's not tournament. Bro, I didn't even switch my unit. What am I doing? Alright, tournament, and then we go release tournament. Oh, hopefully this works out. I don't have Megumi, but it is what it is. There's actually a strat that most people do for this tournament, for all tournaments. So I'm gonna do restart game, just so I can place one before the match starts. I'm gonna place 2. And then I'm gonna place Freerun right here. And that's gonna just kill everything right there. Spawn camp. And then because the next few upgrades, the next upgrade changes the SPA, I'm gonna do that. I just need SPA here. And you wanna upgrade your farms a little bit so you can upgrade it a tiny bit faster. Freerun's gonna be very helpful in the beginning, very helpful. Make sure not to auto upgrade. You don't want to get it past this one, in my opinion, because past that, the SPA goes down so much. It's low-key worse. So from 4.5 to 7 to, sorry, 4.6. Then you can go ahead and buff my unit. Now it's going to be doing so much more damage. And then you also want to spawn camp. So I'm going to spawn camp. I'm actually going to have to move my Freerun. So I'm going to move her back. Should be around here. So I'm just going to also have my Yuta back here. And then my Gother is going to be for rewind. So I want it to have the most map coverage. Perfect. So each one of my units is currently spawn camping, which isn't technically good for endgame, but for right now it's good. I'm also gonna slow right off spawn, right here, and right here. Bad placement right here. Now I have all my units placed. We're just gonna be spawn camping for a minute, so I guess technically I have infinite upgrades, so I'm going to buff these guys, and these guys are also going to be doing damage, just for now. Why? Because why not? Why not? More damage the merrier. Everything's maxed except for Elf Mage. He just wanted to be doing as much. Okay, actually now you need to. Okay, it's a little bit rough. I'm actually gonna move her back. I'm gonna move her right here. So have the tile ready. Maxed, and then now she's reaching her full potential. And also Yuta is copying her ability. And I'm still pretty much spawn killing, so it's not too bad, I guess. Now we just gotta chill for a bit. I think the units are supposed to be out here, so I'm gonna place one back here. Technically, I don't have the best team. Megumi's the best. I accidentally rolled Z damage stat on Sabo. Should I transfer it? Z on Sabo's for damages is good for if you're fire, but definitely put that on someone else, yeah. Z damage trait's gonna be best for Kenpachi, Megumi, Puppet, which is Gother. I think those are the best. I think that's top 3. Yeah, running Megumi for this is definitely meta. I will put on Kenpachi, definitely. His full AoE is just so good with more damage. More damage, more range, more SPA. Everything's good on full. So, nothing wrong with that. I think I only have one Z trait on damage, and I think it's this guy. Yeah, Puppet doesn't have one, and I also have... Yeah, Freerun doesn't have damage. A little bit rough, but it's alright. Let me put this bottom left. Whoops, Mobby. Yeah. Wow, I'm actually doing no damage right now. This is terrible. Guess I'm used to doing my own tournament. Okay, so now I'm gonna move my slows back here. Then one back here, I'm pretty sure. And I'm gonna keep everything. I'm actually gonna replace this. It's too close to my Utah. Actually, Freerun's also another really good person to put a Z trade on for damage. I forgot about that. She's gonna be one of the best too. I don't think I'm gonna place this tournament. It is what it is though. Okay. So I think now I'm gonna replace Gotha right here. No, I can wait a little bit longer. I mean, I just don't have enough damage, bro. I know you have to put Freerun back here. It can wait though. Just need to deal as much DPS as possible. Actually, Utah is not good. Is Primordial good for Puppet? I mean, it's good, but nothing's gonna be better than Unbound for Puppet, so I wouldn't worry about rolling it right now at this moment, just because you probably don't have a bunch of rerolls after rolling Primordial, but if you do have rerolls, it should be in your interest to roll Unbound. Alright, I think I'm gonna move it back. Okay, and then we put Gother right here. I got 221 rerolls. That's okay. Personally, I would, but I'm a D1 gambler, bro. I wouldn't trust a gambler. I would though, personally. If you want to take my word for that, you can blame me for it, but might be a little rough. It's and then I'll go Puppet right here, and then I'll have Utah right here. And then I'll move this slow. Okay, since my run is so slow, I actually have to move everything to the back. Start with Forbidden Teacher right here. Let me go Freerun right here. puppet right here. And same thing with Utah. Then we can cover a bunch more slows. Then a slow right here. Then you can go with slow right here. How tournaments work. I am with 2 million damage, second place at solo. What the heck? Yeah, you got a really lucky tournament. Or you didn't place last tournament. But there's going to be a select few people that get placed into a bracket. And what a bracket is it's its own separate amount of people inside of a tournament. So you got placed with 40 different people. And out of those 40 people, you placed the second highest out of those 40 people. Which means they're either not playing or they're starting, or I'm not actually sure. That's how that works, yeah. But you get placed based off of how you did your last tournament. So I'm assuming you either didn't do your last tournament or maybe you're just starting. Place puppet. Crap, is that the end of my run? I think that's the end of my run. Maybe. Ooh, shit. Yeah, I could fight this, but... And at the toy maker, I'm only on first place. Oh, I'm on first place with 1.5. What the heck? Dude, yeah, my bracket's actually miserable. Actually, can I replace it? I guess I could. Give me a tiny bit more damage. I'm just getting desperate now. Wait. Oh crap, it doesn't work with Hugo there. Frick. There's a glitch where you can just keep selling and replacing units and it wouldn't take off their cooldown. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, that's alright. That was still a pretty decent run. I just need Megumi now. Megumi and a few better traits, and then should be an easy first. Thought I could survive that. What do I even place? Not even sure. 137. 29th. Not terrible, I guess. 32 on this one. This one's rough, though. I need Kenpachi for this one. Actually, Megumi might work. I don't know. We will see tomorrow. Tomorrow will be an amazing day for this game. So I will be streaming it. Doing a lot of tournaments. The jar live stream thumbnail is honestly quite interesting. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. If I'm top 1, I only get top 1 rewards, or do I get all rewards? No, it's just top 1. A little confusing. Yeah. You still get the skin, but more importantly, you get the Tournament Conqueror solo thing, so. Hey, bro, you clicked on the thumbnail, though. That's the important part. The jar is meta. You want me to show you tomorrow's? Tomorrow we're gonna use whichever screenshot's next in the order. Ooh, low-key, I'm kind of thinking this one for no reason. Kind of like that. I already have it screenshot. Ooh, I have a Girl Scout cookie. Yo, hear me out. Next thumbnail. You feeling that? I guess it did interest me, so I. Yeah, bro. I just had a random picture of a jar. It's from like photography or something. Took photography last year. Actually, low key, we're gonna do the jar's brother. It's called Mason. Sorry. Yeah, 3 a.m. jokes, bro. Sorry. I'm feeling this one, low key. Nah, too much advertisement. Not advertising this bull crap. Ooh, so many. Low key feeling. Ooh, shit. Don't mind if I get a pic of that. Now keep the lid on. Yeah, I think this one might be peak. Alright. Don't be surprised if makes it more authentic. Don't be surprised if this is the stream thing tomorrow or this one. I might do the Girl Scout cookie. We'll see. Makes it more authentic. Should I make that my my thing now? Just mason jars, or just jars in general. Might need a duo, bro. My duo is just not gonna go online. I don't even have a team. Wow, just a loner at this point, bro. Just call me a hobo. Stands for calculator. Sorry. Yeah, I might need to go to sleep soon, bro. This is getting out of hand. I don't even know what to run. I'm low-key cooked. Anyone want to carry? Actually, I should go to bed. It's 3:30. I might go to bed soon. Global tournaments. That looks miserable, bro. 339 waves. I guess your brand is mason jars now. So at least you have some relevancy to speak of. Yeah, bro. Honestly, yo, mason jars, shout me out, bro. Nah, bro. I think mason jars need me to shout them out. On the big CK. Calvin Klein. I'm a genius, bro. Oh, wait. That's going to search up models. Underwear. Yo, call me the big CK, bro. Okay. Yeah, bro. GG's, bro. Now underwear's just in my search history. What am I doing? Just gonna make that my thing tomorrow. I need to start making random crap. I have no fucking clue what this game is. I just saw you on my reco, even if I don't play Roblox anymore. Bro, this game like genuinely brought me back to Roblox for no reason. There's like 200k people playing it. It's like a anime tower defense. And it genuinely made me want to like stream for no reason. And you know what? Next thing, bro. It's just a jar, bro. Gotta stream a jar. Don't know why. Don't know how I got there. Just like jars, bro. Something like that. Thank you for peeping in the stream, though. Appreciate it, bro. Just streaming a bunch of bullcrap right now. At 3:30. I think I'm gonna set a macro. Wrong one. Do you want the emo with little characters I found? What is that? Well, you gotta show me. Oh shit, I'm sorry, bro. I play games with one less than 1k players. I think I'm superior than most people. Hey, bro, I trust you on that one. Playing niche games. Honestly, anything niche is chill. Especially when you find an artist. Niche artists are looking tough. Where are you? Go toward the expedition. There you go. Stop front and look. Okay, look left. I insane? Is that you? Oh, you're right here. What the hell? Yo, bro, it's too late for this, bro. Yo, get me out. Yo, get me out. Yeah, you know what? Get me out of here, bro. Get me away from this guy. This guy's torturing me at 3:30. Yo, get this man away from me. Why is he still scubaing? Yo. Bro, why don't you want to emote with me? Don't worry, bro. I'll emote up here. What are we doing, bro? It's just slop. Alright, I'm gonna set my macro. If anyone wants a macro with me, I guess you can. Just like... What you can do is, I'm just gonna be in here. You can press the 3 dots, top left, and just, type my username in. You have to friend me. Preferably friend me before the stream ends, because I'm not gonna see it otherwise. Alright, macro time. Just gotta farm gems, I guess. F8. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. Alright. Oh my goodness, so you have people in there? What the heck? People joining? Couldn't even know. Ooh, shit. We got people joining at 3:30? It's tough. Well, I appreciate anyone that's, that you joined the server. Definitely worth your time. I think... It's actually not terrible. Actually, not having Storm or Dark is pretty bad. Oh, I don't have auto upgrade on. Yeah, what are you doing, bro? I think I can solo at least up with 4 people. But I'm just gonna do this one more run. Make sure everything's working. I'll be on 2 to 3, start streaming tomorrow. Western time. If you guys want to come. I'll probably be running tournaments, helping people, doing something, hopefully. Okay, yeah, it's working. What are you doing, bro? I guess try not to throw my runs. Alright, I will see you guys next stream. 2 to 3 Western. Alright, peace.